Hey guys, how's it going? I hope everyone's doing fine. Or well. But guys, I want to talk about home ownership. Guys, here in America, home ownership is a fantasy, and it's becoming more of a fantasy as time flies. Homes are getting absurdly expensive. It's not like it used to be back maybe in the 80s where you can make $30,000 and have a big home. It's just not the way it is, guys. For example, here I live in Tucson, guys. The having a house in the ghetto is like $250,000. The house was made sometime in the 50s. You might get a house I've seen that might be made in the 80s, but it's not very common. But anyway, let's say you get a mortgage, right? That mortgage, it's about $1,600, give or, well, let's round it up, 1,700. You know, your home has to be about 1/3 of what you make. That's about $5,000. These are just rough numbers, guys. You have to be making about $60,000 per year after taxes. Not worth it, man. Not worth it. I mean, if you have kids, I understand, right? And if you want to have kids, but you're gonna have to get a job that pays better than probably 60,000. I don't know. I mean, you can make it work on a lower salary, but that's not what this video is about. I'm just saying that we're living in a bygone era, guys, where things used to be a lot more attainable. You know, life wasn't so hard. Groceries weren't so expensive. You know, cars are a fortune now. I mean, even for a used one, it's a fortune. It's just like it's a bygone area, and can you really, you know, is it really worth crying about? No, because it's over. All you gotta do is find a way to move on and get through, you know, today's world. You just have to think differently. And it is what it is, right? I can't change it. I mean, there's nothing I can do. Maybe, I'm pretty sure, maybe there is something that can be done, but I'm gonna have to live with that fact. But I'll be honest with you guys, I really don't want to. I'll be honest. I mean, I make a fairly decent wage, and you know, it's been able to, you know, to provide for myself and be able to help others and be able to take vacations. And I'd rather not let that lifestyle go, guys, where I'm getting by. I mean, it's just nuts to want to buy a house, and you're probably thinking, oh, well, it's an investment. That's what we've been told, right? But I'm going to be putting a lot of money into that investment before it pays off. Heck, I might wait decades before it might be a good time to sell that house. You're probably a lot of people here on YouTube, well, buy a duplex, you know, live in one of the units and rent out the others. Yeah, you can do that, but I mean, working customer service, guys, I can't even imagine how it must be to have tenants. Not for me. Just not for me, guys. But that's what I want to go ahead and say, guys, that we're just living in an era that used to exist, but it doesn't anymore. All you got to do is just adapt. Adapt and move on with life. But to be honest, I'm okay with that. And, you know, perhaps maybe some of you want to have kids and have family or have kids. And it's different, right? You got to have a home, right? Because you need the space. Sure, I'd like to have the space, right? You know, for barbecues or also, you know, built a basketball court and have a place to play basketball. Things like that. That'd be kind of nice. But, you know, it's just bygone era and you can't really cry about it, right? Let's move on. But what I want to say, guys, is just that it kind of, in a way, I'll be honest, it kind of makes you a little sad, right? That things are just getting more expensive. Life isn't the way it used to be. People are getting crazier. People are getting more cold-hearted. To find good friends, to find good partners, it's just getting harder and harder and harder. And that's what I want to say, guys. I just want to go ahead and give my 2 cents about, you know, home ownership, and well, I know it ties into family building as well. But it's just a bygone era. It's kind of sad to see it go, but I'm content in life. At least that's my view. I'm happy where I'm at. Guys, thank you so much for your time again, and I'll see you in the next video.